across all the programs, how many scholarships do you think the students have an option for?
So let me tell you that we give about 100 scholarships overall in our MBA program. I mean, 100 is not like a number which is written on stone. If we get very, very good qualified students, we can actually give more scholarships. So we would love you to apply for these scholarships because they do fill very fast. And for all practical purposes, they are first come, first serve. Is that if you get more than 80 percentile in CAT, then you will get a 20% scholarship. More than 90% is 30%, and if you have more than 95 percentile CAT, then you will get a 50% scholarship.
Hi everyone, welcome on board. This is Anisha here in conversation with Rahul Nainwal sir from UPES Dehradun. Sir currently heads the MBA program and has got lots and lots of experience with working with startups, and I think sir is like an entrepreneurship guru. But we'll hear from sir today more about his journey, how it has been at UPS, and also how can the students who are applying look at some kind of scholarships if they want to make it to UPS. So welcome on board, sir.
Thank you so much, Anisha, and a warm hello to everybody who's who is seeing this video. I'm very excited to kind of reach out to the students of CATKing and many other through this interaction.
Awesome, sir. So how has it been, sir, like you've mentored so many entrepreneurs and startups in the B school. So how has this entire journey at UPS been till then?
So I have now completed about 5 years at UPS, and I started my journey, as a professor here, and I used to teach design thinking, entrepreneurship, and innovation. That's how I started my journey. Then I started an incubator at UPS. This is called Runway Incubator, and through this incubator, we started incubating entrepreneurs from UPS and other places also. So on an average, about 60 to 80 entrepreneurs would get, like the companies would start at UPS. They would get a grant, we'll help them raise money, and a range of startups, right from, nowadays AI-based startups, but also, very consumer-focusing startups, green tech, and all of that. So, and then I was given this additional role of looking after the School of Business, which has, in some sense, become now my primary role. And it's been a great journey, kind of, working at the school, fairly kind of largest school, but most importantly, very good students and very, very good faculty members who are really, really invested in student success and outcome. So they want to make sure that students, they get a job, or if they want to start a company, they start a company. If they want to go and do something else, then we really help them do that. So that's been my journey. No longer brief, but but fairly interesting and exciting for the last 5 years at UPS.
Awesome. That's great. Now, taking ahead, across all the programs, how many scholarships do you think the students have an option for?
Okay, so let me tell you that we give about 100 scholarships overall in our MBA program. I mean, 100 is not like a number which is written on stone. If we get very, very good qualified students, we can actually give more scholarships also.
Okay.
So there are two kinds of scholarship that we give. So one is a scholarship which is based on your CAT percentile. And the criteria is that if you get more than 80 percentile in CAT, then you will get a 20% scholarship. More than 90% is 30%, and if you have more than 95 percentile CAT, then you will get a 50% scholarship. Okay, so that's one. The second thing is that you get a 20% tuition fee waiver per semester for the first year if you got more than 80% marks in graduation or your NMAT score is greater than 200. Okay. But what I want to really specify here is that, like I said, the number is 100. So we would love you to apply for these scholarships because they do fill very fast. And for all practical purposes, they are first come, first serve.
Right.
And so kind of, apply, book your seat or whatever. But like I said, you need to qualify first.
Lovely. That's great. And sir, how is the overall selection process like? When the students apply till making it to the things, what do you think you look for in students in this admission process as well?
So once they have qualified through the test, and they also have the minimum eligibility in their graduation, then essentially we are looking for is this student willing to work hard? Okay. So which means you should be able to demonstrate in the interview that you have the ability to work hard. The second thing is whether the student is curious enough or not. Yeah. Have they done preparation about for the interview also? Like, sometimes I do get students who are not even sure of what kind of program they want to join in, what kind of placements we get in these programs, what are some of the opportunities in this. They're not even curious about anything about UPS. So we are looking for, if I were to like summarize, so we are looking for basic qualifications. Yeah, that eligibility is required. So your UPS test and your minimum eligibility of your graduation. So that's one. The second is, are you willing to work hard? Because this is an MBA program and it does require a lot of hard work, for the first, 2 years or that you're here with us. The third is whether you're a curious person. Because if you don't have these three things, then the MBA is not going to be of much use to you, because and more so now with AI kind of coming in, we are looking for people who can engage in a conversation, who can ask the right question, and who are willing to learn. And all of this can only happen if you can put in the hours. So this is what me and my faculty are looking for when we are considering a student to give admission or not.
Awesome. That's amazing. So, any parting thoughts and advice to all the students when they sit for interviews? What all should they learn or come or keep in mind?
So, they should come with an open mind. Okay, so that's one. The second thing is, if let's say they want to do an MBA in business analytics with KPMG, most likely the faculty is going to ask them, why do you want to do business analytics? So they should be prepared for this question.
Right.
There should be some logic to why you want to do A versus B. And I feel that you should always have one question that you want to ask the faculty. Yeah, because this is also an opportunity for you to learn about us, right? So you should come prepared with these three things. So come with an open mind. You should have some reason for why you want to do a particular program. And finally, do ask a question. Come prepared with the question that you want to ask. And if you are if you're prepared with these three things, then things will be fine. It's not a very stress interview. Like I said, we are looking for people who are curious, hardworking, and who can demonstrate that they're really serious about this.
Entire 5 years of journey, how do you think the kind of B school programs that we have, because we've got a lot of niche programs as well. There is something for logistics, there's something in oil and gas. What makes our programs so different and unique for the students?
So I think the one very unique thing about our programs is very, very industry focused. So for instance, if you look at our program with KPMG, the strategy in consulting and business analytics, we have KPMG people coming and teaching in these classes. And then we also sometimes are able to get placements and internships with KPMG. So that's very, very unique. Now we have started a similar experience with EY also. So last year we started a program on strategic financial management with Ernst & Young. And this year we have launched a slew of programs in MBA in business and AI, and MBA in analytics with EY. So there are a lot of programs that we have started with companies like EY, KPMG, and that kind of just shows that we are a fairly industry first kind of a business school, and that's very unique about us. So that's one. The second is, throughout your 2-year journey at UPS, you would realize that almost on a weekly basis there is somebody from industry coming into your classroom. Yeah, so this could be your alumni, those who are now working in leading organizations coming and spending time with you. They could be a CXO series CEO coming and speaking to you, or there'll be hands-on workshops that industry people are organizing. So there's always this, flow of industry into our classrooms, and that makes our, classrooms and the learning journey of our students very, very practical and in line with what's happening out there. So we're not teaching in isolation, and that's, I think, what is very unique about our MBA program.
Awesome. That's amazing. I think that was really helpful for all the students. And thank you so much, Rahul sir, for making time and explaining the entire scholarships and the selection process, what makes the UPS MBA different for all our students as well. And for all the students, if you have any more further queries or questions, doubts that you have in your mind, feel free to drop in the comment section and we will take it up for you. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you. Yeah, lovely interacting.